Hey everybody, it's Adam Arkfeld with Paracore, and we did our quarterly planning yesterday. And if you remember a couple months back, you may or may not have seen a video from our last quarterly planning session, which was the mid-year. And we ran another quarterly planning session just now, and I wanted to kind of show you what we came up with because we came up with some really cool results, and also just had an update on our leads, which was our goal, 200 leads for the second half of the year. So check this out real quick. All right, so this is our board that we worked on throughout the morning. This is the main meat of our half-day session. And we started off by discussing our expectations for the day. Clear rocks was a big one, clear plan for the quarter, reevaluating goals, get pumped, state of the business, and I think we achieved all those expectations. And then we went through everybody that worked here, and we talked about what's working, what's not working. So there's a lot of things that are working right now, like the workload, Google Tag Manager, Outdoor Adventure Marketing, sales are just killing it, Paracore Marketing, our stand-up process was improved. We have a podcast, we're personal goal accountability. There's a lot of things that are working. And then on the not working side, we have some things that weren't working. So our QA can sometimes be a little bit inefficient. Our feedback process needs review, falls in with QA. Our new structure for rocks, which I implemented last quarter, did not work. And there was a lot of frustration around that. So we worked on improving that this quarter, and I think we achieved it. Talked about hiring timelines, training, discussions around design, offboarding. So just a number of things. There's some things that weren't working, a lot of things that were working. And then we rolled over here and we started looking at the goals. And these goals are related to our quarterly rocks, which, like I mentioned just a second ago, just didn't go that well this last quarter just because they were not very clear. The impact was sort of low, just kind of across the board. And there just wasn't a lot of clarity. So we talked about what the goals were. We talked about what the biggest challenge was, if they were met. And then we talked about ways to improve it. So what's the desired impact and value? What is the why of the goal? So we can change our mindset around it. Considering the end goal, we're going to maybe review the plans mid-quarter, and then we might have some milestone weeks. So we took our entire quarterly process. So one of the reasons that today our planning session was so valuable is because we have this quarterly planning every single quarter, and it gave us the time to really decompress, to really process it, recap on the goals, and then identify some improvements. And then we rolled over here to things that we're going to work on. And so these are like our new goals. And so we're talking about improving the website, solidifying OEM process, conversion rate optimization. We're doing more paid advertising. There's a call center item up there. I won't get into that right now. We're going to do a perfect webinar, Russell Brunson style. We're going to start building out ManyChat for the company. So we took what we learned last quarter, we did this quarter, and then this morning we actually just finalized what those exact goals are. And our goal for the second half of the year was 200 leads. And we're halfway through the second half of the year, and we just got over it. We're at 51%, which is really awesome. I mean, I thought that was kind of an aggressive goal, but the last conference we were at generated a bunch of leads, so that was amazing. And we're really excited about that. So quarterly planning has been super valuable for Paracore, and that's just what we're working on right now. If you found that interesting or had any questions, let me know. But we're always, just like we do for our paid media clients, we're just always working to improve the process, identify what's wrong, move forward in a positive way. Nothing needs to be perfect. It can always be revised the next time around, and that's just what we're doing right now. So appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, please let me know, and have a good day.